Hey, what is up everybody? Shaun here, and I want to go over some of the most updated case information on the whole Voyager bankruptcy and what it means for those of you who have USD on Voyager, if you have crypto on Voyager, because up to this point it's been very, very scary. However, with some of the most recent news, we may actually see a better outcome than originally anticipated. So I'm going to go over some of the documents that were presented in the court hearing, as well as an article explaining some pretty interesting information. A while back, Voyager had lent out an uncollateralized loan of over $600 million to a company called 3 Arrows Capital. Now, without going into crazy detail, that company took that $600+ million loan, put it on stable coins such as Terra ultimately crashed, and now it no longer exists. Now, on July 1st, Voyager announced that they were suspending all transactions, withdrawals, and things like that on the platform. And then officially on July 6th, they announced that they were going to be filing Chapter 11 bankruptcy. So this has put everybody in a huge frenzy on, are we gonna get any of our crypto back? What's gonna happen to USD that's been held into Voyager? Many people actually have their life savings or also a very large chunk of their capital either tied in USD or in crypto holdings on the Voyager platform. And with Chapter 11 bankruptcies, oftentimes you hear horror stories about only getting 10 cents on the dollar many years down the road, and so this is leaving people in a panic. However, there is new information that I think actually yields a lot of light at the end of the tunnel. So let's go ahead and check out that information. Okay, so this is one of the presentation documents that were presented at the court just yesterday, August 4th, 2022. Here is the case number showing the judge. And this first slide is really just an overall formation of the committee. It's just telling you who is part of the unsecured creditors. So if you have any crypto on Voyager, you at this point are considered an unsecured creditor on a restructuring bankruptcy filing. The secured creditors are gonna get their money first, and unsecured creditors, and then it's going to be like equity holders, shareholders of the company. Nothing crazy there. This is just a quick market update saying that, Bitcoin is up 14% since petition date. Ethereum's up 42%. This is the overall marketing process update. As of right now, 88 potentially interested parties have contacted Voyager. 46 parties have signed NDAs regarding the potential purchase, and 22 parties are active in the marketing process. Right here, August 26th is the final bid deadline. Auction would be around the 29th of August. And then we have a sale hearing on September 7th. If we scroll down here, this basically addresses the Alameda letter. For those of you who are unaware, Alameda offering an early liquidation proposal for people who had crypto, essentially saying that they would give a percentage of cash value at hand to people who had the coins on Voyager based on the date of the bankruptcy. They did not specify exactly how much yet, and they also said that they would not be adding in the $600 and $650 million loan missing from 3 Arrows Capital. This kind of addresses some of the major concerns. One of the concerns being that customers are going to lose all their money in the Chapter 11. It's just saying that Chapter 11 is for the customers, all is not lost. They are very confident in the restructuring process and feel this should actually happen. Talks about some of the FDIC insured things. There's been a lot of back and forth on, is the money held in USD FDIC insured, or is it bad marketing tactics? Voyager did file a motion with the bankruptcy court to release cash from the FBO account, and that has been approved. So the judge did approve for the money held in USD to be put back into the customer's hands. So if you have USD in Voyager, it was declared that that is yours and it will be coming back to you. They did not say when though, so we're still waiting on that. If you have new updates or or have heard something, leave it in the comments below. As of right now, I have not seen anything. Other customer concerns, Voyager stealing customers' money. A lot of people believe that the CEO of Voyager, Steve, has just basically taken the money and is going to run off, or that the employees are all just staying in business and just milking everything until it gets blood dry. This is saying that most employees receive the majority of their compensation in the form of equity, and the equity will be canceled under Voyager's proposed Chapter 11 plan, and also that many employees have cryptocurrency accounts with Voyager and will receive the same treatment as customers in any restructuring transaction. So the other concern is how long will this restructuring process take? Obviously no one knows exactly, but they are saying that this will not take years, but subject to regulatory approvals, Voyager plans to emerge from bankruptcy in Q1 of 2023. And this is the overall case timeline. Final bid the 26th, auction 29th if any, sale hearing on the 7th. We got some some disclosure statement hearings, solicitation deadlines, effective date Q1 2023. Now this particular article is actually really important, and it's one that I really like because it does kind of give a little more insight into, once again, Voyager rejecting FTX offer last week, calling it a lowball bid dressed up as a white knight rescue, only to benefit FTX. I do like this too. Joshua Sussberg, one of the attorneys with Voyager, has stated that FTX's offer to purchase Voyager is actually the lowest received offer thus far. He has not disclosed the other offers, but he did also say that the rival offers would allow customers to recover much more than 30 cents on the dollar. So while we don't know how much yet, this is good because a lot of theories out there, through typical bankruptcies is that, you get 10 cents on the dollar like 10 years later. This is also important. So earlier, Wall Street Journal also reported that lender has gotten approved to return $270 million in customer cash from Judge Michael Wiles of the U.S. Bankruptcy Court in New York. So overall, even though we don't have all the details, I do think this actually is starting to look a lot more promising. So money held in Voyager will be returned to customers. And in addition to that, we do have a little more understanding and insight into the fact that odds are we're going to be getting much more than 30 cents on the dollar. I don't know how much it's going to be. Hopefully it's a large chunk, and so it will really just depend on the offers that are going in, future offers, and who has the highest bid. But overall, Voyager is a very strong company with a really large user base of over 1 million users. And so there's a lot of incentive for someone to actually come in and buy Voyager and take over, to restructure it in a way that makes it more profitable, stronger, and to avoid issues like this in the future. I'm going to continue to provide updates as much as I can. If this video gave you some value, please be sure to smash the like button. Also be sure to share this with whoever. If you have a lot of money tied in Voyager right now, whether it's USD, USDC, crypto, hang in there. I know it's really scary times, but I do think there's some light at the end of the tunnel. My suggestion is continue to keep working, continue to save money, continue to stack, and learn from this particular mistake. There's a lot to be learned here in this particular thing on how to move forward. If this is resolved, or if you have money on other exchanges, I highly suggest that you put your money on some sort of a wallet, whether you do an online wallet or a cold wallet. I really suggest getting a ledger. Remember, not your keys, not your coin. But I wish you all the best. Let's get out there and let's build that dream.